Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons show! I'll have some announcements and a recap, but before any of that, we'll do a quick round of player introductions. Nick, do you want to take that away?
Sure. Hi, I'm Nick. I play Embers of White Ash, the Backseat Sunsoul Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Lady Elwyn Amelos, who is an elvish Circle of the Land druid.
Hello, I'm Melissa, and I play Tuppence Wiseacre, who's a pixie bard.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Vert, the Changeling Armorer Artificer.
Thank you, everyone. So we premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Throughout the show, we use a variety of custom items, custom monsters, custom lineages, so be aware of that as you're watching. The art and assets for the show come from a variety of sources, so if you see something like a character art or a map we're using that you're interested in, check the description for information about who made those, and go check out those artists because they're all great. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in this campaign, we have a campaign wiki at World Anvil, which is a good place to get caught up quick. You can also check the video description for links and information, such as links to some Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate resources. Finally, you can follow us on co-host at Antiheroes. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
It's been weeks and I still am not confident in that. And we just hope you enjoy the show, share with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and roll the intro video. And welcome back. Previously on Antiheroes Anonymous, the Silver Seekers have been infiltrating Greymantle Penitentiary, which is the Empire's most formidable prison. They are on a mission to free Basil Oranglass, who is Vert's father, and also the deposed king of Vagma. Their disguises are holding up so far, and they've begun enacting their plan to sow fear and confusion among the guards. But with the level of suspicion rising in the prison, they must act soon if they hope to save not just their intended target, but also the Silvered Seneschal, Adrix S-Tier. Between them and success stands the challenge... That was a weird way to say that. Between them and success stands a challenge of finding Basil, evading a dragon, coming up with I cannot read. Coming up with keystones, neutralizing security, and making it to the tree line outside the prison. That could have been read better. But it is what it is.
Take the note.
It wasn't on you, that was on me.
Mm-hmm.
We ended last session with Tuppence Wiseacre, the pixie bard, riding a food cart down a elevator shaft and into the high security area of the prison. If I remember correctly, it's a food cart and it's got like one of those like cloths draped over it, like the classic thing you see in movies, and Tuppence is kind of hiding in there, invisibly.
Peeking out between the openings.
From between the... I need to pull up the map so I can describe things. From between the cloth, you see the elevator doors open up into a gorgeous room. It is this beautiful wood paneling. There's like fine rugs and tapestries and canvas paintings and things like that decorating the room. There is a bed with what looks like very comfortable sheets, comfortable and warm. They look like they're like thick goose feather stuffed quilt type of thing. You also see a desk kind of off in one of the corners that is piled with papers. Piled with papers, and there's a lantern burning on it, which has a candle that seems kind of low. It seems like this lantern is often lit for whoever works down in this room. And the cart pretty much takes a straight, an immediate exit to the room through a wooden door. And kind of peeking out to your left and to your right, you can see that on your left-hand side, you've basically emerged into like a stone corridor. And this very much tracks with what, actually, I don't know if you have heard Embers describe the lower area, but
I think she was in Vert's pocket when Embers gave Vert the map.
Mm-hmm.
she might have been. Yeah, we'll say for the sake of this, yes, that's the case. So what you're seeing very much tracks with the areas that Embers described.
Okay.
And at the end of this hallway, at the end of this holiday in the prison,
We all had to get back to work.
yeah, you can see this barrier of green force energy kind of blocking the hallway. And the two officers who are kind of pushing this cart leave the cart for a second to go and tap two crystals. I think one of them would be green and the other one would be yellow, against an emerald plate in the wall. And when they do, that force field vanishes, and they pull the cart through quickly before the force field immediately kind of reappears behind them.
So it's only down for like 10 or 20 seconds.
Yeah, about 6 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And then you said a green and yellow crystal?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And which one's the lowest?
Green is lowest, yellow is lieutenants, red is
Yellow's
captains.
medium.
Red is the highest one.
Yep.
Okay, good. Just like a stoplight.
Yeah, it's like there's a very common color scale that I use. And basically before you, what you can see is a set of cell blocks where the cells are kind of surrounded on three sides by this channel filled with bubbling, what looks like bubbling green acid. And the cells on their fronts and backs have like solid iron walls, and you can see that the door leading into them has no openings. But on the sides there are bars that it looks like you can kind of see through into the prisoners. And the guards start to go down the line of cells using kind of like a secure metal box built into the walls of the prison, and like putting food in there and then closing that, locking it, and then it opens on the other side and the prisoner starts taking it out. What do you want to do?
Okay, so you said the side facing the guard
I should drag you over to this map so you can see.
has metal bars, so I can see into it.
Mm-hmm. Not the side facing the guards. You'll see in a minute.
Okay.
Once I bring Tuppence over to here. Just have to find an instance of Tuppence's token.
And how many lunch trays are on the cart?
That's a
We
good question.
established that there were 13.
Where's Tuppence on this map? There she is.
12 meals that get delivered at high security. 2 times a day.
Okay.
So you can kind of see, Zach, if you've got the map, it's
Okay.
up to
I
the
am
top right corner.
Trying.
I'll go all the way back to the room that you came out into, just for the sake of showing it off.
But we're still kind of catching glimpses of.
Hold on a second, Ethan. Trying to get this set up. Okay, let me show. Okay.
Yeah, so The staircase is basically what I had originally, but I replaced it with an elevator and didn't update the map. So basically, ignore the staircase and assume there's an elevator door that opens up kind of right in that wall back there. So this is that room that you came into with the wood paneling. And then if you... I'll just open this door.
And this is a red door to the south, right?
Yes. But you can't really see what goes down that hallway. And then when you left the room, you came out into this little hallway here with a statue over there. And then through this green force field here and into the cell blocks. So now you can see what I mean. The fronts and the backs have kind of solid metal walls, but the sides have bars so that you can see into them. And they're surrounded by these canals of acid.
Okay, so I think at this point, I'll try to stay inside the cart as they're reeling by. And also, I can... I'll try to see for now if I can see into the cells as they're passing by getting their food.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular?
Would I have seen a picture of Basil?
I assume that you would have at least
And
done some kind of explanation of who we're looking for. Because
Yeah.
you two are the only ones who've ever seen him.
I would think we could have explained that, shared that
Or done like a
information.
minor illusion.
You could have shapeshifted.
Shapeshifted or whatever, yeah.
You could have definitely, you have numerous ways you could have shown
Yeah,
like
I think we had lots of opportunities. And you
Okay,
got
so
it,
yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. But basically, I'm looking for. I'll try to remember what all of them look like, just for you as.
Well, if you want to,
Also, who has inspiration?
Do I still have it?
Or did it
I
come
think
to you
it
last
passed to
time?
you.
I used it and gave it to you
When? Last session?
last session,
I don't think
and
I
then you used it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I think it's safe if no one recalls. We can just start with.
Should
a
we
new
just start
person,
over
we
every
can
new
pass it to
episode?
Tuppence if you want.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So maybe Melissa takes it first then.
Yeah.
Can you roll for me a perception check?
New one. Da. Perception. That is a 6 + 1,
Okay.
which is 7.
These first couple cells, you're not seeing anyone who looks like the description that you've seen. In kind of the first cell, one of the cells stands empty, and then in the first cell, you are seeing, let me just check my random NPC sheet. You see a halfling who looks kind of like scrawny, not very well muscled, but has like arcane tattoos twisting up their arms. And they're kind of sneering from their hammock while the guards are going down the line passing out meals, and then as soon as the meal is in there, they kind of scurry from the hammock over to the secure drop box and like grab the food and start munching into it with gusto. But yeah, in these first ones, you're not seeing anyone.
Okay.
That's the description.
Also, another question is, the high secure is open to the air, right? Because of the dragon, the cells.
No.
No?
It's got a stone ceiling on
Stone
top. You're
ceiling.
basically underneath the first floor of the prison.
Okay, that part I misunderstood. Okay, so the bars, only Tuppence would be able to get in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They do look. There are places where Tuppence could slip through the bars.
Okay, all right. So we'll keep going.
Okay. You complete the circuit of the first set of cells. Basically going down this hallway and then making a left, I think it would be from your perspective, and then going back up the other side to kind of get to these top few cells over here. Still no sign of Vert's dad, but when you get to this green force field door in the wall, you get a look into what looks like a workshop. And in that workshop, you can see there's a table covered with all kinds of implements and tools and things like that. Stuff that's very similar to things you've seen Vert working with. And standing in the four corners, let me just reveal them. There are 4 constructs.
Oh.
And these constructs are... Oops, I was trying to show them to the Roll20 viewers. What have I done? No. So I'm not trying to move tuppence. Shift Z, is it? There we go.
Yes.
They look like they're made of stone and metal.
Okay, cool.
And glass and things like that. But they have these... Their main feature is they have attached to both arms these huge stone shields. And they have a singular red eye in the center of their brass metal head. And 4 of these automatons are seemingly powered down in the 4 corners of the room. But it definitely looks like a workshop for working on these things.
Okay. Is there, besides the force field, is there a way for Teppy to get in? Are there any cracks?
In fact, there is. Because as you're going by one of these cells, you notice that in the wall here on the side, the wall that is shared by the hallway and the workshop, there is a double-sided metal grate there. And it looks like both sides open up, and you suspect... Well, roll an intelligence check.
Oh no. Yay! Dirty 20.
Okay. You, taking a quick look inside the room, you see that there's actually 4 of these metal grates, pretty much one next to each of the stone defenders. You suspect that if an alert were to happen, these grates would open, and that would be their exit
Oh, I see.
out into the prison. But the bars are wide enough that Tuppence could slip through into the workshop if she wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what she'll do. She'll quietly, she can, sneak out of the cart.
Can you make a stealth check
Slip
at
through.
advantage?
15.
Just checking something here. I need to check a couple passive perceptions.
It is what it is. Maybe she let out a really tiny bird. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Passive perception, okay, and passive perception. Good, okay. You slip through. There's a brief moment where maybe one of your wings kind of slaps against the bar a little bit as you go through, and to you, the noise rings out loud because every breach of the silence down here is a chance for you to be spotted. But the officers are kind of chatting amongst themselves, and one of them happens to laugh loudly at the exact moment, and it seems to cover that sound from you, and you make it into the room without issue.
Okay, so how tall is this room?
About the same, probably 15 feet high or so.
Okay, so I'll hover close to the ceiling to make sure. And just look around, see what's in there.
Okay.
Is there any person in here?
Let me take a look at my notes here. So, yeah.
Being something alive besides the
Maybe a father figure is in there.
Someone working at the table or
Some
sitting
some
on a
person
chamber pot
that
in the
we
corner.
some person that we know really well, that I know really well.
Or if there's a little small animal.
There is a figure working in there. A elf with kind of very androgynous features, wearing a set of goggles, but like underneath the goggles you can see kind of like sharp eyes, and they seem to be leaning close over the table and tinkering with something there. Yeah, they don't seem to have noticed you either, though.
Okay. There's not a barrier there.
Oh, I will say, though, this elf does seem to be wearing the uniform of an officer of the prison. You're not necessarily sure what level of officer. I don't think Tuppence would know for sure. But
okay, does he have a stone
you want to make
handy that I could see?
Make a sleight of hand check to kind of check their pockets.
Well, for one, I want to see if it's visible first.
It's not visible.
It's not visible. I'll leave it for now. I don't want to
But
get caught.
I will say this room is protected by 2 force barriers on either side, so it is likely that this person has a stone.
I'll leave it for now. I want to try to go to through the stone grate, either one on the left side, to see what's back there.
Okay. Roll another stealth check at advantage.
Oh, let's get a different one. That one was kind of sneaky. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The 8.
An 8. Okay.
Bardic
You
inspiration.
hear the sound of mechanical whirring. Well, you do have advantage, or you do have inspiration. Did you use it?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
So I can
I'll
reroll
leave it up to you if you want to use it.
reroll the stinky one.
Is that how it works? You reroll it dice?
Yeah, you can reroll one.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, but I allow it retroactively if you've rolled poorly. I'm fine with that.
Do it.
Can't roll poorly. Yeah, that's better. 21.
Okay, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You slip through without catching your wings on anything this
Now you have
time.
to choose to give inspiration.
Oh yeah, you're gonna pass it through.
Me? You gotta say it out loud for the viewers.
Sorry, Owen. Owen gets it.
Elwin gets it. Okay. You slip through the grate onto the other side and find yourself in another long stone hallway. This room here, that's kind of directly across from the workshop, has what looks like a yellow force field, and through it you can see a gruesome-looking torture chamber.
Oh.
Not currently occupied by anyone, but there are signs of bloodstains, and every single device in there looks horrible. There's like several tables with like manacles and things on them, and you can see numerous knives and things like that on the walls. Not a good room.
No. Okay. I won't even go in there. So is anything to the north?
The hallway terminates to
Terminates. Okay, so let's head
Yep.
south. And
So the south. Roll another perception check as you pass more cells.
with the, I'm also wondering, I have the message spell,
Mm-hmm.
so
It would
if I
break
cast that, it would
invisibility.
break.
Yep.
All right. What, stealth?
Perception. Since you're passing more
Perception.
cells.
Okay.
Not
Not good. That is no, that's a 7, not a 1.
Yeah.
Because there's the 1. Okay. Not good. So that's an 8. I just can't see while I'm invisible, that's all.
Yeah, you pass. One of these cells has a human man in it, who's got kind of a dark look about him, and he also has like some like black scales tattooed or like attached to him. You can't tell if they're actual scales or like tattoos, but yeah, he's kind of in there, and he's basically like banging a bucket that's in the cell with him against the bars and like shouting, "Hurry up! I want my food! Bring it here!" Basically shouting for his meal. Another person you might pass. Let's see.
I want to
As I
quickly
go
get
down the
through
road.
these so that I can go catch the lunch cart back.
But you've still got plenty of time. It takes them a while to make their...
Okay, good.
They're probably halfway through by now. Another person you pass, it's like a goblin woman, but her features have, like, she's hairier than you'd expect from a goblin, and her features have kind of a dog or wolf-like cast to them. And as she kind of snarls at the bar, she's like at the bars, like trying to rattle them, and like just basically making noise as the food cart comes this way. And she's like, as she does so, she kind of flashes a grin at the two guards who are passing out meals, and you can see that all of her teeth have been filed to sharp points. But yeah, still no sign of Bert's dad.
Okay.
Proceeding downward, you find the room that Elwyn described. That is, yes. Gosh, your e-names trip me up. That is very strange. You look into it, and it's not really represented on the map, but this like short hallway opening up into a slightly wider room looks to be. It looks like the stones in there have kind of been built around a structure of bones, and let's see if I can get it visible from Tuppence's vantage if I move down this way. Yeah, just there you can kind of catch the very edge of what looks like a large stone door set kind of at the edge of that room. But it's quiet and you don't see anyone in there. But it is set behind a red barrier.
Okay.
Yeah, and you complete your circuit, and there's no sign of Vertnor's father, but you do come to another one of these yellow security doors, and you can see there is a set of wooden and iron doors kind of at the end of that hallway that presumably lead to another room, but those doors are closed and you can't really see what's in there.
Okay, and the barrier goes all the way up to the ceiling, I'm sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So how many cells are in that main area they're delivering food to?
Let me count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looks like 18 total.
But they obviously are...
Some of them are not occupied. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'll make my way back up to the room that has the 4 constructs in it, and what the heck I'll try to do to slide a hand for the stone.
Okay. Just moving Tuppence around. Make a stealth check as you slip back into the room.
Had advantage still?
Yeah, just ready.
11.
Why do you keep rolling that dice?
11, you say.
Because it's a new one.
Well, I was talking about the red one. That's
That one
Alen'dal.
wasn't so bad. Get that one.
As you slip in, the person who is working at the table, who's kind of hunched over and tinkering with something, turns around and just this person's information again. It's so easy with my new note to just hop around to exactly where I want to be.
Like a walking advertisement for this and then taking it out.
It's just so good. Okay. Yes, this elf with kind of androgynous appearance turns around as if they have heard you and kind of looks around the room with narrowed eyes. They like lift the goggles and you can see that they've narrowed their eyes to like look around the room.
Okay, so I'll make sure I'm hovered around the ceiling for a while, and if he's on high alert, I guess I won't try to get the key. I'll go back through the other grate and try to get back on the cart again.
Okay. You weren't in there for long, so we'll maintain your stealth check. And you slip through. As you slip through, you think that the person at the table kind of, their eyes track to the sound. Yeah, and then they kind of shake their head, pull back down their goggles, and go back to their work.
This is, in a way, good for us because it's like sort of reinforcing the creepy things happening. Around the
Oh
prison.
yeah, maybe. Ooh.
And then
Keystones
you
leaving
slip up
people's
onto the cart.
pockets.
You manage to slip into the cart, and they go back up the same elevator.
They delivered all 12 of their meals to people inside of these cells.
Yep. And they take the cart back to the kitchen.
Okay, so fly out, and if Elwyn's in there, I'll go near her and whisper that Basil's not down there. Basil's not down there, but there's some real creepy things down there. I saw a torture chamber. There's a workroom with all kind of stuff, like Bert uses.
I'll nod, but I won't say anything because I don't want to draw attention to myself.
Yeah, you're already kind of under suspicion
Yeah,
from your sous chef.
yeah. Try a surreptitious nod.
Okay.
And maybe if I have a chance to write something down, I'll write, like, go tell, like, the others. Tell the others.
Okay, so I'm still invisible and
You're probably getting to the edge of your
invisibility.
because it only lasts an hour.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'll get. Where would I know where those you guys were on duty?
They're going to be on duty somewhere
Yeah.
at this
I
point.
don't remember what our current jobs were.
You're pretty close to the end of the day.
That was the end of the day, okay.
If I remember correctly,
This was the kitchen duty day for me then.
yes, you were on work detail. Just pull up my list of duties here, and Embers was supervising mealtime, I think, or the other way around. It was one of you was supervising work duty, and the other one was supervising mealtime. But mealtime was
Work
your
duty
overlap.
Yeah.
was
Yeah, I think
Embers.
that's me.
But yeah,
So
so
there-
you could ride in my apron to mealtime, and then get to work that way.
Next meal will probably be breakfast in the morning.
Oh, it's that late.
Yeah. Elwyn did set out some encouragement for rats, though,
I did.
if you wanted to try and make contact
Oh,
with
yeah,
some
that's
rats.
right. Thing is, would I be able to sit down and have a chat with the rats without the sous chef around? Like, how is the
Well,
sous
how would
chef-
you want to get rid of the sous chef, then?
Well, the question is, like, is he just constantly with me, or does he go off to use the chamber pot?
Yeah, there would be moments where he goes off to use the chamber pot, or like, obviously when it gets to like bedtime, you
Yeah,
could,
I might wait for him to go to bed then.
um,
Or send him to bed early. Be like, you worked hard today, you should go to bed and I'll clean up. Don't worry about it. You earned your rest.
this guy's name, for some reason, Gerald?
Yeah, I think that's right.
That sounds. I was all set to say Terrence, but it's not Terrence.
It's Gerald Harmson.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Seems like he should be a Terrence. Yeah, Gerald Harmson.
Maybe it's his middle name.
You tell Gerald that he's done a good job, can go to bed early. You're kind of his boss, so you can make this a persuasion or intimidation check, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll do persuasion.
Thought so, but I figured I'd give you the option.
That should have my tree. Okay, we'll use the new die. Oh, wake up, new die. 11.
11.
At least it didn't go red.
Yeah.
What is your suspicion level right now? Let's take
You have inspiration.
I did. I'm not going to use it on this, though.
Yeah, his eyes narrow at you, and he says, "Listen, I've been. Look, I know you're kind of my boss, but you've been acting kind of weird ever since you got here. At first I thought maybe I was imagining it. At first, I wasn't sure, but you're definitely being weird. Whatever it is, listen, you can talk to me about it. What is it?
Can I trust you? Like, really, honestly trust you?
Nods.
Good. I hope you can trust me, too. I'm here to help you with your career. You want this, my job someday. I can guarantee that you get it, but I need you to turn a blind eye right now. Walk away.
He is kind of taken aback. And he thinks about it for a second and says, how would you be able to guarantee that? You've only been here, what, 2 days? You don't have anywhere near the pole to guarantee that kind of thing. I thought I had enough seniority to guarantee I would get your job when the old chef left, but here we are. How can you guarantee that?
Well, I have certain authority to put certain whispers in certain ears, let people know how good of a job you're doing. And if something were to happen to me, you'd be the natural fill-in in that case.
Are you expecting something to happen to you? Yeah, he looks weirded out.
Yeah. I'm leaning into it. And I'll say, you've heard the rumors going around, haven't you? Weird things happening.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff.
Who knows what could happen tomorrow? And with the way things in my life have been going, the fire at my tavern, they're out to get me.
Wait, are you saying the Worm-blessed Crusader was responsible for the fire that burned down your tavern?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And now he's here.
Roll a deception check.
That was amazing.
Ellen's like, I'm rolling with it.
Literally.
Oh yeah, 18.
He nods and says, are you okay?
Listen, I know this is hard to believe. I can hardly believe it myself. But I want to do a ritual in this kitchen to protect us. And you cannot be here for that. I told you I was leaving food out for the rats, but it's part of the ritual. I need you to believe me.
He scratches his head, and he looks like it's a tough pill for him to swallow. But he finally,
Tuppence, you're still here, right? You could...
Oh yeah, I could definitely help and do out some noises and stuff.
Do you want to?
Sure.
What kind of noises?
And well, we'll throw some. Let's do some eerie frog noises in the corner.
Yeah, there's this.
And I'm gonna...
Yeah, and he starts too. His hand goes for the pearl.
Clutches the pearls.
I can't... Not a moment too soon. I have to start the ritual now. You have to leave.
Is the Worm-blessed Crusader... Never mind, I'm not getting paid enough for this. He throws his hands up and goes out the door in the direction of his bed.
As soon as he's gone, I kind of... Oh, Tubby, I do not have it in me to lie like this. And I go to the corner and focus on my ritual.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have an actual ritual.
I have 2 rituals that I would like to cast. The first is speak with animals.
Mm-hmm.
To actually have a conversation with the rats. Because that's not the first time you've had to do that.
It's not. No, it won't be the last.
Tubby can help because she has that too.
Mm-hmm. Those 3 of us can talk.
Innate, yeah.
So the 2 of you are. What are you just whispering come here, rats? Or what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean,
get them to come
I'll
out?
get something really juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Not literally juicy, but a really tempting, it's a cheese or something.
Let's go cheese.
And go to the corner and I'll have the spell. I'll cast the spell, and in the process of casting the spell, I'm putting out herbs and cheese and something that smells compelling for them. And then if they don't show up by the end of that 11 minutes or whatever it is, 10 minutes, I'll just start whispering the rat language
Is anyone there?
Make a animal handling check.
Advantage?
17.
Oh,
yeah, you
don't
can
need
take
it.
advantage for
Well,
toughness
let's
10
see.
if you want it.
Let's see if it's a natural 20. Oh, an actual 20. 23.
Okay.
Oh,
It's not long into casting your ritual that numerous rats start to come out from various hiding places in the kitchen. You see them squeeze out from behind the stove, from under cupboards. One of them even like squeezes under the door to the kitchen as if it came from another part of the prison. And you have probably like 5 or 6 of these rats kind of gathered around you and Tuppence.
Hello. Hello, all of you. Thank you for coming.
Oh, hello. Hello. This is excellent cheese.
Great. There's more for it. More of it for you, but I'm gonna need your help.
More.
Yes. Food.
Please. Yes. Cheese.
Now, I wanted to ask you, have you seen a man that looks like this?
And I'll create a minor illusion of Basil's head in my hand. Kind of shielded by my body.
Have you seen a man like this? Somewhere down below.
The rats look at it, and then they look up at you, and they eye the cheese, and they say,
Yes, we have seen this man. Yes, we know this man. Yes, we have been told to look for this man.
By who?
The leader of our pack. Yes,
Who's the leader of your pack?
quite large. Big rat.
Oh.
Two-Face.
What? Oh. The dragon? Is the dragon the big rat? The one that can breathe?
No, too big.
Oh,
Too big.
okay.
Not this one. No,
Oh my gosh.
we avoid this one. This one eats us.
Yes, us too.
Cheese.
Yes, here. Keep feeding from. And you've seen him then? Where's
Yes.
he's below?
Below. Yes. Not recently, but below.
Not recently.
He was.
Where is he now?
Into a room we cannot access.
I see.
A terrible room. A room of bone.
I see.
Has not emerged for some time. No.
And is there a way for you to get to him?
No. We cannot go to this place.
Because there's no way, or because you don't want to? Is it too
they
scary?
seem confused at the question.
Do you avoid it because it's dangerous?
Yes.
Or is there a pathway into it for you?
No, there is no way.
I see. Okay.
Cheese.
Here. Okay. Well, that's good. Between what you got and... This is good!
It's been like really good.
Okay, I have...
Ask for stones.
Ask for stones? Well, we know who has stones.
They can get him.
But it's behind a red door. We're gonna have to get
The big one.
the warden's stone.
Yeah.
Or the captains.
Oh yeah, the captain has one too, that's right. Well, we'll figure that out. First, I have a special job for 2 of you.
Yes. For more cheese. Yes, we will do it.
Yes.
I will do it. No,
Yes.
I will do it.
And they start to fight amongst each other. They're like snapping with their teeth.
Well, how many are there?
Like 5.
5. Well, the other 3 of you, I have a special job for the 3 of you too. But the 2 of you, and I'll just pick 2 of them.
Does each job get the same amount of cheese?
Yes.
Very well.
Okay. I divvy out the cheese now, and then I'll cast as a ritual Animal Messenger on the 2, and give them both the same message to take to Embers and Vert.
Okay.
And I believe it's 25 words.
Mm-hmm.
I've never cast the spell before. I've never needed to. But yeah, it'll basically go straight to them. So,
Let's see.
is it like
it says who you must have visited. You specify a location which you must have visited and a recipient who matches the general description, such as a man or woman dressed in the uniform of the town guard, blah, blah, blah. But I can give the actual, like, minor illusion description or whatever.
I will just need you to, in the case of Vert's disguise, roll a...
Well, I've seen it.
I know. there's a lot of people who look a lot like Vert roaming around this prison because he's disguised as a gray mantle.
I see.
His disguise will be a little bit harder to describe, so you'd have to make a check to convey it to the animal.
Oh no, that could be really
You could
bad.
just message me, right?
Well, if I want to get the message to you now.
Right, but you can't message go through walls.
It can, but it's also, what, 150 feet?
120.
120 feet? I don't know how far I am away from the barracks. Like, we're on opposite sides of the prison.
It can also only go through 1 foot of stone, and there's definitely more than that between you and everyone else.
Yeah, okay. There is a reason that I prepared this spell, so don't take this from me.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that.
Okay,
In
then
this case, Animal Messenger is definitely superior.
Yep, in that case, I'm only going to do 1, and I'll do it to Embers, because she's distinct.
Okay.
Because I don't want any risk of this information getting to any of the other.
I mean, it might further the One Blessed Crusader if a rat went up to a random gray
was like-
and just was like,
yeah.
message!
Okay, is it like, how does the message get shared?
So the rat finds the person and delivers the message
Replicates the sound of your voice.
in my voice. Yeah,
Oh. That would freak somebody out.
I know. Well, we could use it to freak people out too. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do with the other 4 rats. I will cast. Okay, this is great. Okay, so the first rat, I will send to Embers, and the message is, we know where our target is. I can give you the details in person or something like that.
Okay.
I don't want to, again.
A rat arrives in Ember's chambers and says, "We know where our target is. I can give you the details," or something.
It sounds like me.
I've never seen you cast a spell before.
No, I've never cast a spell before.
Yeah.
But it's my voice.
Yeah, a rat like scurries under the frame of your door
Yeah.
and comes in, opens its mouth like a record player. No, not like a record player. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It, like opens its mouth,
Mhm.
and it just like these words come out in Ellen's voice.
Do I respond to you? Are you waiting for me to tell you anything?
The rat kind of walks up to, like, are you getting down close to
Yeah.
it? Yeah, it comes up and gets really close to you and kind of like sniffs around you. Do you have any food on you? No. Okay. And it turns around and heads up the other way, like back under the door frame.
All right.
So for the other 4, I'm going to send one to not Terrence.
Gerald.
Gerald.
Yep.
Gerald. And I'm going to speak a message in a modified voice.
Okay.
Just say,
We will protect you from the Wormless Crusader. Please give us cheese.
Okay. What are your other ones? Because something's gonna have enough of that right away.
the other 3
Oh my
I
gosh.
send out. I'll probably save his for last too,
Okay.
because I know that will cause something. The other 3, I will give them all like descriptions of other like maybe an officer and a couple of guards that I've seen around, and just give them the message of something like,
The Wormless Crusader is watching. They see all things.
Okay.
yeah, and it'll be the same message for those.
Who got the one that said Wormless Crusader's protecting you?
Gerald,
Gerald. Okay,
Not
gotcha.
not Terrence.
Yeah, immediately after you send that one off, because like the door to the staff chambers is like right next to the kitchen. Immediately after sending that one off, you can kind of hear the muffled sounds of your altered voice from the other side of the door, and then Gerald goes, "Ah!" and like you can hear the sounds of like furniture being knocked over, and Gerald comes running into the kitchen with a broom.
I'll stand up and say, "Stop!
He's
What are you
just
doing?"
looking around wildly. I was nearly asleep. There was a voice next to me in the darkness, and I looked, and it was a rat,
The ritual.
and it ran away.
It's
Did it come this way? The rat. It spoke. You
calm
don't
down.
believe me, do you?
calm down. It was a nightmare.
He like puts the broom down. And it was so vivid. I don't think I was asleep yet. I didn't think I was. Was I?
You must be working very hard. You should go back to sleep. You're starting to hallucinate.
Yeah, he looks around and he kind of nods. And he goes to the cold box in the refrigerator, pulls out like a metal jug of milk, pours some in a glass, and just takes a big drink of milk, like drinks this whole glass, and then just kind of like nods and says, "Right, yeah. See you bright and early for breakfast."
Tevye will follow with a druid craft. Cheese?
Did you hear that?
No.
He's like looking around, wild-eyed.
Ruining this poor man's life.
I'm like, come, and I'll escort him back to the barracks. Or
Yep,
whatever.
you tuck him into bed.
Yep.
And
With his sausage milk.
kind of like sits there rocking a little
okay.
bit before he kind
Go to
of
sleep.
settles in, and yeah, he starts to go to sleep.
I think Ellen probably sits on her bed and just covers her face and tries really hard not to just keep laughing.
Is there anything else that Vert or Embers wants to do tonight?
I don't think so.
Or we're off duty at this point?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then... No.
Okay. Another day will come around then. Elwyn, when you wake up, Gerald is not in his bed
Oh
when
boy.
you wake up early for like morning breakfast preparation. And you start to go about like preparing the meal, and he doesn't come back right away.
Did he leave any kind of note or any sign of...
Roll an investigation check.
working on? Did I use my inspiration on that roll before? No, I had
No.
advantage for some. Okay, that's not bad. 18.
Yeah, you kind of root through Gerald's stuff, and he doesn't have many possessions around here. You don't see like an obvious note right off the bat. There's nothing that he seems to have left intentionally. All of his stuff is still here, so he probably hasn't left the prison.
So I'll probably approach one of... I assume there's like a guard
Yeah,
patrol happening, and I'll just grab someone and say, "My sous chef is missing. Have you seen him?"
Yes, Scrawny Kid. Yeah. I think he went off to talk to the captain. I'm not sure what it was about, but that was the last I saw him. Maybe 30 minutes ago.
All right. Thank you.
The guard starts to walk off and then turns around and says, "Hey, by the way, what's for breakfast today? I could go for pancakes."
Then pancakes you shall have.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'll see if I can call any of those rats back.
Make another animal handling check.
Oh yeah, 26.
Oh yeah. The rats come scurrying back, and this time there's 10 of them.
Be like, okay, here's some cheese.
Cheese.
Ritual speak with animals, whatever. I need you to go to the captain's room and tell me everything you hear.
Well, as you're standing there talking to the rats, the door opens and Gerald walks in and just goes, "Oh my god! What is going on?"
And I shoot them out.
They like run past his legs and he like does the whole "Ah!" sort of thing.
Where have you been?
I was talking to the captain, telling her about what happened last night. It seemed important with this. I had the dream. That maybe wasn't a dream. And then the rats. This confirms it, right? You know about the rats.
What are you talking about?
Roll a deception check again.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. 16?
Rats? Just... They're... Wait, hold on. Just a second. check my suspicion level. So you are now at suspicion level.
Every campaign, we gotta have rats.
Yeah, okay, so you just met the DC for the current suspicion level.
Okay.
We've got to do this thing. Yeah.
He's like, never mind. What are we making for breakfast?
Pancakes.
I can do pancakes.
Great.
He goes off to his station and starts, he just is mindlessly pouring flour into a bowl, and he's overfilling it. He has big bags under his eyes.
I feel a little bad about it as I help him prep the breakfast.
And he just keeps, occasionally he'll just say, the rats. Cheese. For the Crusader. Protection. It's little one-word things.
Oh my god.
When you ask what's for breakfast, you should say Crusader or something like that. Like a cereal.
Cheese on them.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Okay. For the rest of you, I need a couple rolls. From Melissa, can I have a d6 roll for the weather?
A 6.
Oh, it's another day of heavy snowfall and strong wind, so outside yard duty is going to be canceled for the day. Now what I need is d6 from both Nick
6.
and Zach.
Okay. 1.
5.
Okay. Vert, you've got another day of patrols of the main area to look forward to.
Okay.
Embers, your duty was listed as yard time.
Mm-hmm.
With that being canceled, the captain comes to you. I don't remember her name. It's Ethra or something.
Yeah, that's it. Ethra.
I'll find it. Let's see.
Ethra.
Ethra.
Ethra
Yes.
Greymantle.
Captain Ethra Greymantle comes to you and says, "Listen, Sergeant. With your duty cancelled for today, I have a very special job I want to assign you to. I'd take care of it myself, but the warden wants me to do some extra patrols down below in the high security area, so I'm going to entrust this one to you."
Of course. What does this entail?
The warden, hearing the things that have been going on, has decided to summon the local priest from Grey Barrel. Have him conduct a round of short interviews under a magical effect that will reveal the truth.
I see.
So I want you to be present for these interviews, help the priest around the prison, and keep him secure and safe.
Of course.
Very good. Naturally, we'll schedule your interview to be first then,
Of course.
and then you can continue your guard duty from there. How do you want to beat the lie detector test?
Where is Vert right now?
In
Where is this conversation taking place?
it would have been in the officers' quarters, is where the conversation takes place. Probably just outside your small chamber.
Okay.
Vert is probably in the guard quarters.
Okay. I need to look up a couple of things.
Okay. We can go to Vert. Vert, was there anything you wanted to do today?
Just today in general?
Well, this morning, as you wake up and get your assignment for patrol.
Maybe not directly this morning. Yeah.
Okay.
Not unless I get any information, because I haven't gotten information shared with me yet. So
Okay. Yeah, you don't receive any information from Unless
So-
Tuppence, did you want to try and deliver some?
Well, so if he went in for breakfast, I'd try to surreptitiously get back into his pocket
Yeah, I
while
think
he's
that
having
was-
pancakes.
It's the plan.
Okay. Yeah, even if you don't have like duty to supervise a breakfast shift, you do obviously get your own breakfast. So Tuppence could try to slip into your pocket then. Do you want to do it with invisibility?
So you're patrolling the corridors?
Well, I mean, if breakfast is before my
Yeah.
duties,
It would be. Yep.
then I wouldn't
Yeah.
be patrolling.
Okay. So I'll just try to do it sneakily.
Okay. Then I need a stealth check
Can I
from
help
you.
her? Because she'll be transferring from my
Yeah,
clothing
you
to
can,
his.
you
So
can take
while I'm
advantage
like
from Elwyn.
I'm like moving to or like bumping into him or something as I'm trying to fill his plate.
So stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 22.
Good enough. Yeah, you managed to slip from Elwyn's little tray that has the food, or like from Elwyn's pockets, into Vert's pocket when they bump into him.
Okay. So I will whisper to you everything that happened yesterday. And you have to try to keep from laughing about the rats.
Okay.
I'm sure you would have heard
And the
about the rats.
and the bone area and all that.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. Good to know. And the bone area is the one that had the red door, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The one area that was not accessible.
Yeah. Well, one of
Kind
the...
of where I assumed he would be. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little obvious, wasn't it?
now it's confirmed.
Now I'm bummed I didn't go into the torture chamber. Tubby would have been really scared to do that. To see if there was another way in.
Well, the
I
torture
don't think you
chamber
could've
did
been
have
on.
a yellow ward to it, so.
I don't think you could have gotten in there anyway.
Okie dokie.
How does he eat though if they don't deliver a meal to him? That's what I want to know.
It's a good question. That's a very good question.
It's a little bit right now.
I know. The waggling of the eyes.
I know,
did
like,
it.
you know, we know you know the answer to this.
I do know the answer. I thought this far ahead. Yeah. Okay.
How dare you be 2 steps ahead of me?
Or 3 or 4 or 10.
So with information delivered via Tuppence, is there anything you want to do?
Okay, so we had our stuff shipped to the storehouse. Is that right?
Yeah, there's a storage closet on
It's right
sort of
next to the
the
kitchen.
Right next to the kitchen.
western side of the
Okay, so aside from our stuff, what's like the general purpose usage for that room?
I mean, there's kinds of, it's pretty much like all the supplies for, all the various supplies for like prison operations. So there's like, you know, some food that doesn't require special refrigeration or anything like that is stored there. There's also like general supplies like rope and what have you. Casks of alcohol, stuff like that.
Okay. Trying to think of an excuse or a reason why I have to go in there. Get my stuff.
Tubby could set off a bad smell near there, so that you'd have to go investigate, and other guards would smell it too.
Yeah, it's more like I want to get in there by myself and just like grab my stuff without suspicion. But yeah, maybe something like that. A little distraction.
Because the other guards could. I don't know. That's my first thought. Check out a bad smell.
Well, you can think about it a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'll think about it. It's not
Nick, are
pressing
you
this
ready?
second.
God, no. But okay. I need to know one thing first.
Yes.
Does Captain Ethra carry upon her person one of those iron bands?
Yes.
Okay. I can see it?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
What's an iron band? What do you
You
mean?
mean the
Yeah.
full body manacle thing?
Yeah. I have a bad plan, but it's more likely to work than Ember's lying to anybody. I just will nod as of course, Captain, if I may have a word with you in private, please. And Ember's just kind of like motions back to her chambers.
Of course, yes. Let's go in.
Ember's like comes in and looks around into the hall and shuts the door. I need to make 4 attacks because I need to stunning strike her.
Oh my gosh! Okay. You definitely have surprise, so you can make all 4 of those attacks.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
It's happening
It's
now.
go time. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to make a. I can't remember if it's con or strength. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's con.
I think it is.
You don't get reactions in a surprise round, right?
I don't know.
I don't think.
Probably
you do.
because you don't have a turn yet, right?
I don't know.
It's a
Let me
surprise
look.
condition.
Oh, there's a condition, yeah.
Yeah.
This will be important for her character sheet. I'm going to look it up. Surprise. Yeah, it's not a very fun surprise. It's I need to look up a rule for surprise. Let's see. If you're surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of combat, and you can't take a reaction. That's what I needed to know. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a con save.
Stunning strike. Yes, it's con save. DC 15.
Fails on the first one.
Okay. I take the iron bands and the keystone with the rest of my turn.
Okay.
I step back. She's still stunned. I throw the iron bands.
Okay, and I think that because I think it's a. Well, let me look it up. Let's see. You make a
Automatically-
ranged attack roll,
Okay.
so you get advantage on this.
Easy. 21.
Yes, that definitely hits her.
Okay.
And so she is restrained by those as the bands snap around her. And you can see the look of surprise cross her face, even though she's stunned in this moment and unable to move.
Yeah, and when she tries to break out, she automatically fails that strength saving throw. Because that's what being stunned does.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ember's just going to push her out the window.
Do you have a window facing out of the prison?
That's why I chose this room.
Oh my god.
I see. Right here, this room here that you've marked as Embers' room. Okay, yeah, I'll say there's a window there. For
Okay.
sure. Well, hold up. So there wouldn't be a window there, but I'll say you could have planned for this.
Okay.
When you had Vertinor in your room, he has a robe of many items, and one of those I know is a window.
Oh no, Ethan,
Yes!
Yeah.
And that would be a way you could have planned.
Yes, we're gonna
do this.
I'm gonna spend one of them.
Okay, well, let's get some wild magic windows, man. Yep.
But we're about
Okay.
to.
Alright.
Mechanical will mark one off.
That went so much better than I was afraid of.
I mean,
From me.
yeah. Well, I mean, this is how Ember deals with problems, and no one knows.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna.
Yeah, being
Start a
stunned
whole-
means you can't
Did you
speak.
make a custom one for what I have? Or is it just on that piece of paper that you were writing?
It was just on the piece of paper.
Okay, I need to
So
look at that
for the
conversation.
listeners, this robe of useful items is from Harmony's Wild Magics, and so some of the patches may or may not trigger wild magic effects, and that is what we're trying to determine right now. Oh man.
Okay, so we have a star and 3 windows.
Okay. So you have to mark off one of those windows. And okay, do you remember what we talked about for the windows?
We talked about a lot of things.
And you can pretty much pick any one of them in this moment for what
What
happens.
were we talking? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
it
didn't
was,
take notes
so-
on it because it wasn't.
That's okay. That's okay.
Was it in?
I have the wild magic table here.
We talked about a couple of different things, but I figured you'd take notes on it for me. Definitely not in this chat.
Okay, well this is becoming very interesting.
As she's shoved through the window,
Uh-huh. Did you say that we can pick which effect?
No.
Or...
I'm just going to roll it at random because none of us wrote it down.
Oh, okay.
Will you roll a D100?
Sure.
I might be able to. I mean, we
It's okay.
We talked about
It
it.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is just as fun.
This is just as fun.
22.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Hold on, I have to look up the spell.
Okay.
Picking up spells on D&D Beyond.
Oh, I did have a few. I found them.
Can you roll 4d8 for me?
Yeah, of course. 1, 2, I'm gonna... There's no more. Okay, also 2 twice. 6 plus 8
And can you
is
also roll your damage for your unarmed strike?
Oh, yeah.
14.
Okay.
7.
So all in all, she's down 21 hit points.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to make a note of this in case it becomes relevant. It might not be in this very moment, but it might be later.
Okay. I forgot that you said that it was going to be my choice when it comes up. That's fine.
I can type. Okay. As you shove her out the window, and can you also roll me? I mean, how high up would this window be? It would be at least 10 feet up. So roll me a d6 also of falling damage.
5.
That would be much farther.
Wait, it's not like...
I'm not. I didn't
No,
think
it's
it was, which is why. I was
the
not
side
trying to
facing
kill
the cliff is the north side.
it. This is just onto the snowy ground.
Yep, in a blizzard.
In a blizzard. I know. This was my least bad choice.
So she's down 26 hit points. As you shove her out the window, there is a flash of magic, and you can see some sort of energy is ripped from her and streams into you. You gain 14 temporary hit points
Oh no!
as you just steal some of her life force.
That was way worse than anything I was going to come up with.
That's what happens when you have to roll wild magic on the fly. And she falls out the window. Let me double check the iron bands.
Last 24 hours.
Okay, like she's not gagged or anything like that.
I wasn't able to do that.
Yep. But it is like a roaring blizzard with strong wind on the top of this mountain out there.
And none of the officers are in their rooms because everyone's out on duty.
Yep. There are like patrols along the walls and things like that would have a chance of hearing her, but like this is the optimal time to avoid that situation. So, might roll some saving throws for her to see if she freezes to death.
So she's.
It's fine. So you grabbed her stone, you
We do have a stone.
wrapped her
Yeah,
in the
okay,
band,
stone?
Yeah.
We have all the stones we
We have the
need.
stones,
and
and we
you
know.
threw her out the window.
Yeah.
We just need to.
What now?
Yeah,
Well,
but
I'm
no,
having-
none of us know.
I'm having
I
a
know.
great
You've just done. We're like eating pancakes.
Mine has like a happy face on. I'm like, I love pancakes.
Like surreptitiously gave you a happy face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate
A big
chips.
heart. Or
I
something.
know.
I'm gonna go and try and find Bert.
Okay.
Except he's gagging.
Go to like the mess hall, I guess, because it's morning.
That's
Not
not
me.
Yeah, you can find him there, easy enough.
Okay. I think I just like look around for him and looking in the eye, and just like nod 4 times.
Okay.
Like it's time. We're doing this now.
I will say, as you make your way to the mess hall, standing in like the entryway to the prison, you pass a kind of haggard-looking dwarven man in priest robes, who's just kind of like looking around, confused.
He's a man?
Yeah.
Father, I'll be with you in a moment. I'm due to take you downstairs.
Okay. I'll wait right here.
Good. 4 nods.
Okay.
It's unmistakable.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
And I guess roll a an insight check.
Okay. Sure. I'm not good at these.
You don't have to be that good at it.
I mean, does he even have to roll?
You don't. He might.
That's true.
Oh no.
Passive insight is 20.
Oh, I got a 22.
Okay. You can tell something has happened. Something is wrong.
Yeah, or else you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, jump started the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think for a second here.
Tuppence, you can
So-
also, because you're with Vert, you could also see the signal from Embers.
And since we're in the mess hall, maybe could we say Ellen also sees it?
Sure. Yep, everyone's in the room. When
Um,
Embers comes in and goes,
Big nod.
So,
White eyes.
I guess Bert will excuse himself from wherever he is. I'm assuming he's sitting with other people or something, and he'll excuse himself and
let's figure out who you're sitting with. Why don't you roll me a d6?
Okay.
Or sorry, a d10 for this one.
Oh, okay. 7.
You're sitting with a gray mantle woman, who you know is Vigil Greymantle, and she is just kind of poking at her pancakes with a fork. Looks half asleep. It's just like, ugh.
So I think he'll take like one last big bite of his pancakes with a heart and smiley face on them,
Yeah.
and then
She just says, "How come you got a heart? Mine's
then-
just plain."
when he passes by Dizzle, he'll just give her a little like shoulder, yeah, come on, wake up, Dizzle.
Need more
I'll-
coffee.
I'll ask the chef to get you a heart next time, and then he'll walk. Yeah. And then
Was I told who I'm supposed to be on duty with?
You were the only one given the duty of escorting this.
Oh,
priest.
right, because it was me and the captain.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, which room are they gonna be in?
What do you mean?
Like where is the father gonna be set up at?
I have no idea.
Well, the captain would have told
Yeah.
members, right?
The high security area.
It was
No. She was going to go
She
down
was
to the
on
high
security.
security area to patrol. She probably would have set you up in.
Oh, I thought she told me to go down there to do that.
No. I think she probably would have set you up in.
Interrogation.
Yeah. So there's a upper floor interrogation room. It's nowhere near as like grisly and
Yeah.
horrible as the one below, but it is still like an interrogation chamber. She probably would have set you up in there.
Okay.
Um,
I think I would just bark an order to you. It's like, I need a second. You come with me.
Yes, Sergeant. And then he'll come with.
roll an intimidation check.
Me?
Mhm.
Sure.
I mean, they love her. They love that person.
12?
12. I mean, yeah, Vert gets up and like comes your way, but like one or two of the other guards who are in here kind of look up confused at you as the two of you make your exit from the room.
That's fine. I don't
Don't
care.
like, you don't think you left that room without some degree of suspicion?
What are they
God.
gonna tell the captain?
Yeah.
Are you gonna try and get him downstairs?
I don't know what the plan is.
I
know.
will, when we're leaving and
Yeah.
we're out of like sight, so I can message Embers. I'm gonna say
Numbers or Owen? Numbers?
Embers.
Embers.
I'm gonna try and get the story of what happened, like in really concise, like what happened. Like tell me the details.
Captain may be dead. I have her keystone.
Okay, I will disguise myself as the captain.
Okay.
So we will go to.
Right. Then I'm gonna try and, like, I'll go to my sous chef and I will say, I must go. Finish this. Finish breakfast without me.
What? Where are you going? What?
It's the Worm-Blessed Crusader.
What?
And I'll just leave. And I'll go around a corner where no one's looking, and I will wild shape into a rat.
Okay.
And I will find my rat friends and say, take me downstairs.
I need both of the two of you to make stealth checks. Vert and Elwyn, as you're trying to make these transformations without being seen by.
So I was
mean,
going to
can I
go
just-
to a place first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I just go into? Like,
I mean, yes,
the-
but the prison is starting to go into a state of very high alert, so you're going to need to make a check.
So that's 19.
Okay.
So okay, okay.
Have an inspiration?
Yes, I have inspiration. So if this
This-
doesn't work, I will.
This might be the time.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna spend it unless I need to. Oh yeah, I'll spend my inspiration to get advantage here. Oh yeah, way better. 19.
Okay. Both of you managed to
I'm
affect your
giving
transformations
inspiration to embers. Nice.
without drawing any more further attention.
Yeah, so I'm able to turn into a rat, and I will go back to my little corner and find the rats and be like, "It's me. Take me downstairs.
Yes, yes, we may take you downstairs. Yes,
Take
the
me
boss
to
would
the
like
ballroom."
this. Yes.
Okay. I'm taking you, or I
You
guess
go.
you're taking me.
Yes, but we need to get our stuff first.
Yeah.
So we will.
Mine too, please.
Yeah,
At least my stuff.
our stuff. The
Yeah.
great, the
At least my
royal, you
The
know,
royal we.
royal we.
That's just you, though.
I assume I would have kept my chain on under my
Yeah,
costume, so
Okay, so we go to a place, secluded place. I change my disguise to match the captain's.
Mhm.
Take the keystone for members and all that, and then we make a pit stop, or one of us. Maybe I make a pit stop into the storehouse 1st.
Yeah, there's a guard out front. Let's find out
it's an
who.
easy way to get stuff.
Yep.
You're the captain.
I'm the captain.
I know. You're.
And he's going to use his intelligence.
I know. Just give me a second. Yeah, the guard outside is a young human man who is kind of pacing back and forth in front of the door. And when you come around the corner, he like snaps to attention.
And then Kurt nod, and I'll just walk in like I own the place.
Make an intimidation check at advantage.
I would have taken advantage anyways. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Actual 20. Okay.
Actual 20.
That's-
yeah.
Yeah, you see that like even as you go around the corner, he's like rigid, holding the salute.
27.
Snap.
I haven't-
Yeah,
I'm good.
doesn't say a word, just kind of like rigidly holds a salute as you go into the.
Yep, I go in there, shut the door. Is there anyone else in there?
Nope.
Okay, then I will.
You find the crate that Tuppence was hiding in.
Yep.
It's full of all your stuff.
What are we doing first? Are we doing the zone thing, or are we doing the riot thing?
Let's flash back to the Zorn thing.
Okay.
Can we do that to
You
see if
absolutely can do
we
that.
actually have a
Yeah.
if we actually found one and convinced it to come? Because I definitely want that to happen.
Yeah.
So we were talking about doing this one back when you were in Amberhearth,
Yes.
Yes.
and had access to a not Shadowfell, Underdark area, the other dark spooky place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So at some point during your week of somewhat downtime, Embers, you make a slight foray into the Underdark. How do you go about?
Bringing Vert with me.
Yeah.
How do you go about this, the two of you?
So Vert is familiar with Zorns, right? Because he lived in a
Mm-hmm.
mountainous area, volcano. So if you're like, how much knowledge do I have of them? Do I know what they like? and
Roll an
like-
Arcana check.
Okay. And this is after I became proficient in Arcana. Not really.
You haven't become proficient.
I know.
But he
Well, I
did.
didn't do very well. Can't have help or anything, can I?
Or guidance from Elf.
Guidance or something? I need a lot of help.
Try bardic inspiration.
I mean-
Pixie in your pocket.
No, I don't think Embers would know enough to give you help on
Yeah.
this.
Okay, well, then that is a... If I don't get anything else, it's a 7.
7. Yeah, you're not sure what you know about. Like, you know of them, and
Mhm.
like Embers knew of them as well. You know they're like earth elemental creatures. You know they were kind of a pest in Vogma. The details you would know about that, you would know. They seem to be drawn to like metals.
I mean,
maybe?
this is a mining town. We can ask the dwarves, like, hey,
Yeah.
where would we go if we wanted to find a Zorn?
That's
Can
an
we
option.
ask the shovel sharp
Yeah,
plan?
Thank you for remembering my name. I couldn't.
I'm just trying
We're
to
in this
find
together.
any kind of music that's not the dark suspense music that I've been playing this entire thing, and I don't think I have anything. We can do maybe some calm music. Sure. It's calm for the moment.
Just for the moment.
Oh, good call.
You go to talk to the Shovel Sharp clan. You can find Rurik Shovel Sharp, and Rurik is, of course, the leader of the Shovel Sharp clan. Yeah, you find him in like one of his offices, perhaps, and he's doing some paperwork or something.
Okay.
Sees you come in. Ah, hello there.
Hey,
Been a
Rory.
long time. You haven't made it to any council meetings.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're hoping you might do us a quick favor.
Yeah. Well, if there's something I can do, I'm glad to help.
Do you know how we could come in contact with the Zorn?
He kind of like gives you a wide-eyed look and then shakes his head a little bit and says, well, I mean, they're kind of a constant Zorn in our side.
See?
I
He's our guy.
will say we've never tried to make contact with one, but, you know, they're drawn to gems and precious metals and things like that. If you had a big supply of those and you posted up somewhere a couple miles down, yeah, you might draw one.
We have a supply
Especially
of
if you made a clatter about it.
A clatter, like, yelling about? Like, do they understand?
I
common tongue,
mean,
or, like...
you want to put those vibrations into the walls.
Oh, I see.
They
I
live
see
in the
what you're saying,
walls.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe this is a way we can use our new recruits.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we can just fetch a couple of gems from our board.
Yeah, we can try and...
The more the better.
Yeah.
But don't use anything you're too upset about losing.
Yes. Okay.
Unless you're willing to cut it back out of this Zorn's chest once you're done.
No, we want to make friends with it.
Well, then maybe let it eat it.
How much money are we spending on this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, that's an important question. How much money are you willing to
Actually,
put
could we
towards
ask
drawing this Zorn?
Could we ask if Rorik has any knowledge of it? If it's like, is it more like a quantity over quality thing with these creatures?
Well, both will help. But if you have to pick one, go for quality.
Go for quality.
And he kind of shakes his head. Never thought I'd see the day when anyone wanted to draw one of these terrible creatures.
Hands in the air. I know. They're a pest. And yeah. Okay, let's strategize. So. Yeah, we could go for like 100 gold worth of bait. I mean, it's not for sure we're gonna lose it, right?
Think of it as for sure you're going to lose it.
Yeah. We've got to...
Of course you
Well,
will.
like a fishing line.
Oh my god.
Well, then you're not going to
We're-
make very good friends with it.
Yeah,
you're going
we're
to start
trying to
combat.
convince-
Oh, this is what we're gonna use to. Oh, I see.
convince it to work for us. Yeah.
Yeah, let's start with like. Maybe we bring a few hundred and we just see where we're at. We try to negotiate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they considered animals? Or are they like magical creatures? Like, what do we want
As
to
far
bring?
as you know, some kind of magical creature.
You're going to be one doing the negotiation.
Yeah, I'm wondering what kind of languages they speak.
And that's why you're going to be the one to do the negotiation.
Yeah.
With your check before, you're not sure.
Yeah. So,
You know they're earth elemental
Wait.
creatures?
Tuppence, what does comprehend languages do?
Let me get it up.
Because if you can cast that spell,
Lasts an hour. I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language. Understand any written language, but it must. Okay.
Yeah, it's not tons.
You okay?
Sorry.
You need some water.
Yeah, I'll get some in a second.
But
So-
you do have like an elemental language, right?
sorry,
But I
You
can
have an
understand
elemental
it.
language.
I know primordial.
It's
That would do the trick.
close enough.
What is okay?
Can't trigger the dogs.
Sorry, everyone. Yeah, okay, let's go for it.
Okay.
So we will go into the Underdark. Are we just you and I?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Unless
and-
unless that wants to come.
I will it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You got some bardic inspiration going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh. So vibrations, huh? That's how we call it.
I guess try banging some of the gems against.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. So maybe we like push some gems into the wall, and then I can like strike it with something, try and
Yeah.
resonate that out.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, let's go with that. See what happens.
So what I'm going to have you do, because this isn't really so much, like, if one's nearby, it's going to come. How much gold did you say you brought? Yes, gold slash gems.
400.
400?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, I will say you have like a 75% chance of finding one.
Okay.
So if you roll a D100
Mhm.
and like, is there anything above or below 25?
So however you want to do it.
Which one do you want to do?
Above 25.
Okay, above 25, one comes.
51.
Okay. You are sitting there banging, like tapping on this gem against the wall of the tunnel for a long time. Like you're probably down there for several hours, just like repeatedly tapping against this.
What I
gem.
think Vert would probably do is he'd probably create something that would just like have like
like a
hammer that would like ding, ding,
Yeah.
and he would just set like a bunch of these up as they're going, and then
Mhm.
like just like kind of walk back and forth and see if
Right.
there's any takers.
Eventually, you do see kind of emerging out of the darkness into whatever light you've set up for the two of you. 'Cause
Mhm.
Yeah,
maybe you both have dark
I
vision.
do have dark vision.
I
And
also
you've got
have
the
goggles of
goggles,
night. Yeah.
Emerging out of the sheer wall without leaving any kind of hole or tunnel behind it, it just seems as if it like steps from the wall. This creature that looks like it's physically made of these orangish rocks steps one like heavy, muscled, three-clawed foot out of the wall, and then another heavy muscled three-clawed foot, and then a third, and then it's fully out of the wall, and you can see that it's like this tripod of three stony legs and this array of three stony arms that almost look like just inversions of its claws, as if it could kind of like topple the other way and it could like use its hands as its feet.
That's amazing.
But at the top of it, or what you would presume to be the top of it, seems to be this one orange slitted eye. And the most disturbing feature is as it kind of steps out into the tunnel, you can see that it opens on top of its kind of triangular body, this large mouth that is just ringed all the way around with fangs. And I'm going to show one on the Roll20 map.
Okay.
So I did prepare a token just in case. It's not actually in this location, but I'm putting it here to
He made it.
show everyone. There we go.
There it is. Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yep.
This creature steps out of the wall, and it looks over in your direction, and it kind of looks at the gems.
And I jingle like a bag of gems,
and it
and
kind
I'll
of
hold a hand up and
creeps towards you.
speaking primarily. Oh, actually, I'm going to cast enhance ability on myself. Can I do that?
Sure.
But it
Okay.
uses a spell slot.
Uses the current day's spell slot.
Yeah,
That's right. Maybe I won't then. Okay, that's fine.
We do need this thing.
We do need it. Well, do we need this thing?
We need it pretty bad, because otherwise the dragon is going to be in play.
That's true. Okay, so I will cast enhance ability on myself to give myself the charisma one. I don't remember. Whatever it is. Eagle Splendor? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Sure.
Charisma? Yeah.
Yeah.
Eagle's Thunder.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
I teach you how to cast that spell? By the way?
Hmm?
Nothing. Continue.
Sure.
I'd have called it Peacock Splendor.
Right?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I cast Peacock Splendor myself. And I'll speak to it in Primordial.
Okay, what do you say?
We wish to make a deal with you.
It opens its mouth, and like all of the fangs kind of wriggle on the rim of its mouth, and a sound comes out, which, unlike when you speak Primordial, which actually has kind of like a defined language pattern to it, the sound that comes out of its mouth is just a like rumbling, as if like of an avalanche of stone down a mountainside. But you can understand it because it is a dialect of Primordial called Terran.
Okay.
And it seems to be able to understand you, and it rumbles back. But Embers, you're just hearing basically like the sounds of rocks cascading down a mountainside. It rumbles back.
A deal. And these gems, these treasures, these metals, they could be mine.
Yours.
I listen.
And there's more to come if you accept.
Yeah, it doesn't have a head to nod, but its eye widens and it kind of takes in the quality of the gems, and it says,
These are fine morsels.
We brought them just for you.
and it kind of reaches towards one, not taking its eye off of you.
Take it.
And it tosses it into its mouth, and there's a sound like a fork caught in a blender, or like a garbage disposal. But like its eye goes kind of wide with what you assume is
Glee.
or some kind of delight, and it says,
All we want,
Delicious.
all we want is for you and we'll just assume you and any other of your kind, if you wish to share, to feast on a hoard in a particular place, filled with gems.
Trying to see if they are loners or if they.
If I rolled better than a 3 on Arcana, maybe I would know too.
If you're gonna fail any roll, that was the roll to fail.
I guess so. Did you use your inspiration?
I did. I gave it to
I've got it now.
You got it.
Yep.
Got it.
Because it seemed like Embers was in desperate need.
A quick scan of their thing, and I don't see anything about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure they would be. They seem kind of greedy to me.
I'm gonna say they're pretty much loner creatures, but
Fine.
you make that offer. Can you make a persuasion check now at advantage?
Yes, I can.
With your
Can I get Bardic Inspiration?
splendor?
That also,
Or wait, no, that's
that would
also okay.
use
Let's
it
see.
From today,
Is this
so-
a thing where I can roll and then we can add modifiers to it? But I'm going to do guidance on myself at least because that doesn't use a.
Yeah, you can do that.
You could do that. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, we said no
Yeah, we said
guidance
no
in the.
guidance.
Okay. Okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay. That's okay. Nope. That's a good call. It's a good. Okay. I'm okay. You said it's persuasion.
Yep.
Okay. This is. It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I rolled a 14 and 16, so
Yep. Pretty good.
It looks at you and it kind of looks at the rest of these gems and it says,
I have these now, and later you give more.
you will find more, much more.
and it comes over close to you,
Mm-hmm.
and what would it do? Like, it's not gonna know what a handshake is.
Let's see. Maybe like it does like a fist bump, like a bumping rocks together or something like
Oh,
It
that.
comes over next to you and it like stands in front of you and it does like a series of squats, just like moving its whole body up and down in front of you.
I love this.
And you know from your studies of Primordial that it is agreeing to your proposition.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Tell this one what it must do.
Okay, and it seems pretty intelligent enough.
Yeah.
Would I gauge like its intelligence as like if I gave it directions to a place?
Its intelligence is at least that of an average human.
Okay, so maybe we don't have to roleplay this, but maybe I talk with it a little bit more and figure out how to communicate directions or locations to it, because I'm not sure how much it knows about like the
Topography.
Yeah,
surface dwelling world.
It talks in terms of like following along veins of like ore and mineral in the rocks.
Yeah.
Like it talks about like moving ironward from here and then taking a turn to copper and down to
Yeah. Okay.
clay and then things like like it talks like that.
Okay. And am I able to like sort of translate that into like where I think it's talking
Yeah,
about?
like
a
you
map?
you kind of like
Like
figure
it's
out
probably like a mountain range, right? That it's talking about.
it's like talking about
ridge.
different strata of the rock here, but
Yeah.
you're after talking to it for a little while, you're able to figure out kind of like how its way of maneuvering
Yeah.
transfers
Okay.
to your directions, and you would basically have to like find one of these like mineral deposit or ore deposits that it mentions, and then be like, that seems to be facing east. You're gonna want to go that way.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
keep
Okay.
going that way past the end of the
Yeah. What's its name?
The one NPC Ethan didn't name was the one.
His name is Dickory.
Oh,
His name is Diggory.
Diggory.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Water.
All the names I'm coming like I just am doing like elemental name generator, and they're all so on the nose.
Oh, they're like rock.
More on the nose than Diggory.
Yeah, its name is Sod.
Okay.
Sod? Okay.
Sod.
Sod.
That's fine.
That's what it translates to anyway.
Yeah.
It's much better in the natural language.
Obviously,
So-
because in the natural language it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a poem about
Okay. So tell me straight, do I feel pretty confident that if I, after working with it and kind of maybe
so
trying to
I
understand
think I will require one more check here,
of
but it'll be easy enough. It's a survival check with a pretty low DC. Embers is with you. She could roll this one.
I do have survival.
Okay.
Trait.
May help.
Okay. I'll take the help action for you. 18.
Okay, easy enough. Yep. Between the two of you, with
All right.
like Vert kind of interpreting and Embers kind of orienting
Mhm.
the directions, you think you've got this thing pointed in the right direction for the right amount of distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, does it, I mean, we don't have to create the lore, but I'm assuming it understands some sort of like day-night cycle or something that we can say like, wait, this many
Well,
moons
I
or
feel
whatever.
like
what we can
keep
do-
complicating it.
Well, yeah, all we have to do is say, when you hear the pinging sound that we made just now, because you can just bring like a pinging device and just set it on the ground. Be like,
Oh yeah,
"Oh,
good call. Yeah, I'll call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
like even from the storeroom, you can just like put a device down and just go like.
I will say- Let's check off one use of your magical tinkering for the day, but
That's fine. Yeah, that's not a consumable really because I just get them back, so
Yeah.
no problem.
And
Okay.
what it's gonna do is just like when it gets the signal, is like rise up, nibble at the horde, like until it hears a commotion, then go back down, and just like keep doing that and distracting the dragon.
Yep.
okay.
Perfect.
Slash forward.
Heck yeah. All right, so we're in the storeroom. I give it the signal
Yeah.
with magical
Are we doing the
tinkering.
zone first? Or are we doing the riot first?
At this point, I don't even know if the riot's gonna happen. The Zorn is happening now,
Okay, do your thing.
and then is Tubbins with us?
Pocket.
Okay, Tubbins. Are the prisoners eating meals right now with the guards as well?
Prisoners are not yet getting their meals, no. In fact, they probably won't today. Because the sous chef is incapacitated with anxiety. And the actual chef is doing a prison
Let me.
heist.
The actual chef just turned into a rat.
Okay.
So.
Are all the guards pretty much eating breakfast right now? Because all the prisoners are locked up? No.
It's not like...
They eat shit.
There's never a case where like all the guards are in one place.
Okay.
The guards are probably rotating through breakfast at this point.
Okay. What I wanted to do was give like keys out to the prisoners,
Yeah.
and we have those 20 magical keys too.
Chubby's keys.
These keys. So if you wanted to pass those around, but
Yeah.
or it was 20. Was it 20?
We got 10.
Alright.
We got 10.
10 of them. 10 of them. Sorry.
I wanted more, but I think that's all I could get
I
out
think it
of
was
you.
10. Yeah. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Let's see. But we have between Embers and I, we have keys,
We have
And-
keystones.
and with keystones. I just want to get the if we want to try the
Okay,
riot
like
thing.
you guys have guards, so you have
Yeah.
keys to the cells, theoretically.
Okay.
The standard guard keyring does not have keys to every cell.
Right.
But
You might have keys to some.
I want to
Yeah.
make sure that we at least have keys to Ajax's cell.
Yeah.
Like, between the two of us. Are we able to ensure that?
I'll say at the cost of a flashback point, yes.
How many do we have left now?
We have 8 left.
If you use one, you'll have it.
Yeah, if we use one, we'll have 8. We have 9 now.
Would you have had time to check like temperature of the prisoners and see if they were how many pushes away they'd be to like actually acting out?
I mean, I'm a rat now.
Right, but like
And just gauging off of my sous chef. And I don't know, we didn't have a chance to see the fallout from the rats last night
or just like
before things started going down,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
probably not.
no.
Things are bad enough that they've called in a priest to exorcise.
That's
the
true.
prisoner, which I can tell you now that we're in private.
I see.
So we're in the store and getting stuff. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I maybe we can just say that we've gathered everything at this point. I've summoned the Zorn.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of the way to push the prisoners into like actually doing something.
Yeah.
Like if we throw all the magic keys at them,
Or
Like-
Well, maybe that's a job you can give to Tuppence while you
Yeah.
guys go
Yeah.
downstairs. She can go around and cast druid craft and throw keys into cells and
yeah.
Yeah, see if they work. They're
Um,
not guaranteed to
start
work.
inciting
yeah,
riots.
and then just like making lots of noise, like and saying things like "the time is now," and like get them to like whatever you can to persuade
paint
them.
on really big on the wall, like
Mm-hmm.
the Wormbliss Crusader will free you now,
Yeah,
and just drop all the keys on the ground.
I know.
that's kind of what I was thinking of
Excited
doing.
to
Is that we
see
just throw the keys out, like
Yeah.
now it's the
In
time to
the
fight."
mess hall. Oh, but
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'll be like my best thistle limitation.
So
Is chaos.
you're basically trying
Yes.
to like fly into the cells and deliver keys right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And spook them, freak them out.
Give me
So it'll be
just a second to
invisible.
check something.
so let's have that happen once maybe Embers and I leave
Okay.
and go to the
yeah, we're headed downstairs. We're
We're
getting a
heading
priest along the way.
you have to.
just to put up.
Can you just
air-
kind of-
Just to put up a good front, because otherwise he's going to start asking, "Hey, where is that person who said?"
I see.
So we'll bring the priest with us, and then the guards.
Where are we going?
It's need to know. Just follow us.
Okay. I was told that I was here to cast a Zone of Truth spell and
You are.
interview-
You are.
You are.
Very well. Okay. Lead the way.
All right.
And you two go. How are you going to get down there? That's my question.
Through the warden's chambers.
We can't get to the warden's chambers. I think we're going to have to use the dragon entrance. Which we can, because we're both officers and you're the captain.
Okay, sure.
Okay. You make your way to Ignis's chamber,
Mhm.
which on the map is over here. Embers is there for some reason on the map. Not sure why your
I think I
token is
put
there.
myself there back when you said you go into this
Oh yeah, way back when. Yeah.
when Captain asked.
So we can't go the warden's way because
because we would have to talk to the warden.
is the warden even there?
We don't know where the warden is, which is another great reason not to go to that office.
The warden's also expecting the captain.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Why?
Or, well, I guess the warden had a special assignment they were doing for or the captain had the special assignment they were doing.
The captain was supposed to go below to patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what you're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. Okay.
You open the door into Ignis's chamber, where you know there is another stairway downward. And you find yourself face to face with the dragon herself. Ignis is in the room. And she
What's up, baby?
is kind of, this room it's like open to the sky, so there's like snow coming in. She is kind of curled into a ball, and even like from this distance you can feel heat radiating from her. And she lifts her like white fur maned head with her big curling horns to look at the two of you, and I will once again show everyone on roll 20. And she looks directly at Bert and says, in Draconic, which you speak,
Mm-hmm.
she sniffs and says, Captain, you smell different this morning. I'm going to change the music.
Have I seen, other than the, well, let's see here. Because we saw the captain riding Ignis on the first day, right?
Not the captain, no.
Was that
Or
the,
it was Aureus.
Oh,
Aureus is a dragon spear.
That's right, that's right. Okay, so have we seen the captain interact with? Never. Have we seen anybody go through this entrance to the...
I've gone through this entrance with
Yep.
the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe, like...
And Ignis doesn't, like, immediately move to block you from the staircase or anything like that, but she does make that comment too.
I see. Do people normally speak to Ignis?
I don't know what's normal.
Like, when you walked through with the captain, like, what was the procedure?
Ignis wasn't here at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So...
I'm just gonna go and like open the door.
Yeah, I guess I'll just, like, smile and nod at Ignis. And,
Make a deception check.
sure. Can I get advantage because of actor?
No, not in. Well, yes, because of actor, sure.
Okay. Can I guidance myself?
No, that's very obviously casting a spell.
Yeah, and if you
Okay.
cast it in this room, it would be a bit of a problem.
That is a 21.
21. Ignis snakes her head kind of in front of the staircase as you push towards it, and says, kind of gives you a toothy smile and says, "What no greeting?" And she gives another sniff and says, "You just forget to take a shower this morning or something. Don't tell me you're letting the rumors of this worm-blessed crusader get to you. You know it's nonsense."
Let's see. What would the captain do here?
Are you looking at your character sheet?
I don't know.
You don't need to look at your character sheet.
There's no information there.
There's nothing there that will help you.
I'm looking for anything I can use
No,
right now.
don't.
Stop.
Just talk. Just talk to
No,
him.
I'm not gonna talk to you.
Tubby's in your pocket.
I think
No, she's not.
I'll just say
Oh yeah, I'm doing the keys. That's right. So I can't
Um,
help with smells or anything. Okay.
sorry, I just got a lot on my plate right now. Need to get to my patrol.
You have the priest with you too.
We do have the
Yeah.
picture of this.
She kind of nods and says, "Well, far be it from me to stop you, Captain." But then she turns to Embers
Mhm.
and says, "And where do you think you're taking him?"
We have,
Is that in Draconic as well?
Yes.
I don't speak Draconic.
So
She turns back to you and says, "This new sergeant will need some teaching. Relay my words."
okay, and then so I'll relay the words to you, and then maybe I'll just answer for Embers and say, we're just going to get
Ignis
set up
all of a
down-
sudden looks downward, like at the ground,
Mhm.
with like a tilted head, and then looks back to you.
Is something wrong?
Nothing that concerns you.
Yeah, I'm just getting him set up to do the what do they call it?
Interviews.
Interviews.
We're supposed to be finding out what the people down there know. Why is she not letting us through?
Ignis, please.
She looks back at Embers and then looks over to Bert and says, "Arias wanted him set up in the interrogation chamber, the one on this floor. Send him there."
Fine. And then, let's see.
Do you relay this to Embers? Because I don't understand what she's saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking right now. Yeah, I mean, I relay that to you, but let me see here. Oh gosh. I don't know what else to do. Like,
There's an interrogation chamber down there.
yeah.
We can say that we were supposed to set up there first.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
No.
This is like, I'm trying to help you.
I know, but like,
Right, that wasn't Embers,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Nick. I see, okay.
yeah,
fair
I'm
enough.
like, well, this dragon heard from the warden where.
Yeah. So we can just leave. Let's just leave.
Okay, we can leave.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Outside the chamber, out of view of the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna listen at the door.
You hear, roll a perception check.
16.
You hear sounds as if the dragon is fidgeting in the room, but not leaving. Like, you don't hear the beating of wings or like...
I was really listening for like the metal
yeah,
scrape.
you
of
don't
big
hear
grate.
that.
Okay. It's not taking bait yet. Do we want to try the warden's room? I don't know how we were getting convinced the warden told us to do something else.
Well, I mean, the warden's expecting the captain to go down there anyway, so I'm good to go. But like for you, okay.
Two people have to.
Hang on.
People have to patrol.
That's true.
I can just come.
But the other thing is, maybe we planned for this and we got a potion of invisibility, and Embers could take it and then just follow me.
I think it'd be better without that
No,
because
don't do that.
because two people have to patrols always happen in twos. You can.
Fucking drop the priest up and come back.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
I've been
that.
saying that
Okay.
since before. I'm like,
Sorry.
why are you bringing the priest
Sorry.
with you? Like, you're gonna get in trouble. You're supposed to leave him
I
here.
thought it lended verisimilitude. Now I see that didn't happen.
No,
It was kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
So let's go drop the priest off in the
Yeah.
interrogation
just be
room.
like, okay, we'll send someone in. See ya.
You know, and then then we'll go to
Yeah, the
the.
priest seems very confused, but he goes along with it.
Yeah.
And you can even change your disguise to be a
I know.
different one.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Which I probably will do.
Okay.
Once we drop off the priest, I'm gonna be a different guard or be a different officer.
When you return,
Mhm.
Ignis is gone,
Mhm.
but the metal grate is not open.
The metal grate is not.
The metal grate, there was like a big metal grate in the ground that kind of like was a series of metal panels that seeming like there's a big lever that would probably take like dragon strength to pull,
Yeah.
and that would like open these metal panels that basically slide open around like a vertical shaft.
Embers instantly looks up.
Yeah, you don't see the dragon, like, the dragon is not directly above, but the logical assumption is it flew out of here.
So, like, you said the grate is closed, which means, like, is it possible that it went into the grate and closed it from the other side?
We would have heard
Or,
that.
like,
Yeah, you would have probably...
so it didn't open at all. It's not here? Is it, like, time to, like, bring in new people or something? Like, is that where it is? Unclear.
We don't
Unclear.
know. I don't know. There's no yard duty today, so it's not doing that.
Yeah.
And
It
that's,
seemingly flew off out of the prison, though, for some reason.
What, just go? Yeah.
should we? Yeah, let's just go.
Let me just go.
Don't
The
be
way is
forcing
clear.
them out. Just fucking go.
Yeah.
Ellen, what was your approach with the rats to get down there?
So it was literally just, you know the way down to get below. Take me down.
Yes, but we must wait. We must wait for someone to open the wall of light.
The wall of light. What are you talking?
It blocks the way. We can get down, but we must wait.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. They
I
take
assume
you.
they're talking about the barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take you. Hold on. Let me get everyone's tokens except for
Because
Tuppence.
I assume you guys are coming to open the barrier, so I'll just
Yeah.
go down and.
It's
hang
so
on,
funny
I-
that you're following the rats again.
I know. I know.
History repeating itself.
Yep.
So
I have a bad feeling about where that dragon went.
Hmm?
I have a bad feeling about where that dragon went.
You know what? We don't have time to worry about it right
Yep,
now.
yep,
We
you're right.
just- we gotta go.
You're absolutely right.
We fucked up enough. We just
Yeah.
gotta.
Oh yeah, I think I know where it is too.
Yep.
you think so?
Yeah.
I will tell you, the dragon rolled a natural 20 perception check.
Yeah.
Why did you bring the priest with you?
Why did that matter?
Well, I mean, that on top of you not being being sexual.
So Elwyn,
the
the rats take you down into the way through the warden's office. Like they go through walls that pass the warden's office and then down into like the tunnels on this side. You know your friends are going the other way though.
I see.
Could you just follow this as a rat then? Instead of doing that?
They start to lead you that direction. It's up to you if you want to go a different direction from them.
I mean, would I be able to get to my friends on my own using like the rat tunnels that
No,
way?
because there's a force wall in your way.
I see. Well, I mean, even though. Well, you guys have the keys to open this door, though.
So you can go there and wait for them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I could go in the horde. You mean?
No, so the camera needs to shift up to
I'm
the north.
sorry, I can't
to,
see that. I can't see where exactly you're
By
talking about.
Arias Greymantle's room. Up and to the
Yeah,
right.
I'm going.
There it is.
Oh, I see. I'd be up at the top.
Yeah. That's kind of not where we're going.
Okay. Well, I assume with as much trouble as they had getting down here, I'd have time to double back and find a way
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
to kind of find them and follow them. But how much would I expose myself doing that?
You already made your stealth check for
I
this.
did. Yeah.
So I don't think you would. It's just a
Okay.
matter of
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'd rather
you'd rather be with them.
be with them. Yeah.
Then yeah, you can definitely double back to there. And now that you're down here, the three of you make a perception check,
Oops.
and we'll get to Tuppence in just a second.
14.
Oh, yeah.
Very bad. You all also make an Arcana check to go with it.
That was a 25 perception.
Nice. So you've definitely got the perception.
Yeah. Arcana, you said?
Mm-hmm.
10.
20.
What was the perception for?
14.
9.
And then for Arcana,
20.
20. Okay. So it's going to
Arcana's 19.
it's going to mostly come down to Elwyn and Vert. Elwyn, you hear a sound coming from the Horde chamber to the right, past the red barrier. There is like a grinding of stone sound from beneath the floor. But like there's no sign of the Zorn in the room as you look in. Like the Horde looks undisturbed. And as you kind of point this out to Vert, you realize that's right. The walls of this prison are magically reinforced. You will have to disable the magical defenses of the prison in order for the Zorn to get into the Horde.
Okay.
It is
How to do
trying
that?
right now, but
Yeah.
it can't get in.
Fortunately, we know how to do that.
Is that down here?
It's down here. I can lead the way. I can show you
Let's
where
do
it
that
is.
first.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Before
I'm
we
gonna. Mhm.
before we
Oh,
get
yeah,
to
yeah,
that, we're gonna have to leave you guys there for the week because I want to do one thing with Tuppence first.
Okay.
This is where we'll pick up with you guys next week. Tuppence, you are essentially just flying up to the prisoners and handing out keys to ones at random.
But I'm invisible. I'm just kind of flinging them in their cells
Okay.
as I'm raining chaos.
Would you roll for me?
Did Bert give you his guard keys as well in addition to the magical keys?
Yeah, sure. Like whatever keys I don't need
So
that are
that
just
you-
prisoner keys.
So that who knows what they open.
But maybe there's like some small instruction like this one actually goes to that cell type of thing, so they can
And if
actually
we
open
made
that
sure
one.
to have Ajax's key, then maybe that's
keep
one that
that
she
one.
can just open and let him out.
I'm really trying to figure out whether we want to let Ajax out now and have him risk it snapped up, or if we want to come up for him on the way back. But like, it's gonna be hard either way.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to make a quick escape from this place.
Yeah.
So if Tuppence could handle getting Adrix out,
Dad, do what you can, Tubbins.
or getting,
And getting Atrix to like a
To a
safer location.
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe we go to your room since you have a window.
Don't remind me. I feel so bad.
Yeah, I mean it would be a way out, and then we can
Yeah.
make our way to the tree line or something.
So what is Tuppence doing with all that in mind?
So she's down there raining chaos.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Doing it at random then. I need you to make
Crusader!
for me a strength saving throw.
Oh no. Okay. I have disadvantage on strength saving throws, it says here.
Is that just checks? On strength checks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's just checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why it put it up there.
I'll
Alright.
double check for you. Features and traits.
Because I'm so small.
Yeah, it's your
It's definitely not
speed over strength ability.
athletics thing.
You have disadvantage on all strength-based ability checks, saving throws,
Oh,
and
no.
attack rolls.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
It's a +0. And I rolled a 2 and a 3, so.
As you try to take off from the ground of the prison area, it's as if gravity multiplies on you several fold. Your wings lock up. You cannot fly in this open area. You are bound to the ground. So you can. What's your running speed?
It's half of my flying.
Yeah, so it's like
Oh, not too
15
bad.
feet.
You're just looking up.
You can slowly climb up stairways and things to try and throw keys in, but you're nowhere near as fast as you would have been otherwise. You have 10 of these mystery
creep
keys.
around and just leave them, please.
Each mystery key has a 5% chance to open a door.
So it's those plus whatever keys we had that we don't need that were for prisoners.
So I will say you have guaranteed access to 4 of the cells that you can open with the keys.
Okay,
that you
sure.
have. And then plus the mystery keys.
Yeah, so she starts.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hook them around to as many as I can then.
Okay. Do you want to roll 10 percentile dices, or shall I?
I'm rolling terrible. I'll let you do it.
I don't think percentile really matters what you roll.
Why don't you just roll a d20 on a nat 20? It works.
Yeah.
That's what we can do. Yeah. 'Cause it's
Okay.
the same 5% chance.
So 10 of them?
10d20.
Oh my god.
But this is the prisoners using them, right? Do they use them right away, or
Probably as soon as they notice them, they would try them. I think.
Okay.
This one was sticky and this one was sticky, so we're gonna replace you two.
Oh my god.
Any 20s?
Nope.
I don't see any.
Okay. Then the prisoners, they're all they find these keys, they're trying them. Some of the guards are like, hey, what do you got there? And they start to notice.
Mhm.
We said you spent a point to ensure that you had Adrix's key?
Yeah.
Was he one of the ones that you're breaking out in this chaos moment, or are you saving it for later?
wait, are we?
I don't know if we're going to have time to double back to
I
Idrix.
think we're giving Tuppence the job of making sure we get
Okay.
Adrix out because she's
Your call then, Tuppence.
The guards start to notice the prisoners trying the keys in their locks, and you come to Adrix's cell, which is on one of the higher platforms.
He doesn't know me because I wasn't there when you guys did all this stuff.
And you are currently invisible.
So,
You can see that he's basically huddled in the center of the cell with all of the blankets and furs wrapped around him, trying to stay warm.
And Tuppence, you can upcast invisibility so you can get yourself at him,
yeah,
right?
I can. I can. So I will approach him and become visible. And so he's not afraid of this little pixie type creature.
Do you go through the bars of the cell?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you step through, your invisibility ends.
Yeah, I was going to drop it anyway. Yeah, so that's okay.
I don't think it's okay.
Well, you just have to get him out of the cell
Yeah.
before you cast the spell.
So, I'll explain to him who I am and who my friends are. saying, I know you don't know me, but I know you were very important to my friends. And they're trying really hard to create chaos right now so we can get you out and another prisoner. Would you be so kind as to follow me?
Furrows his, like, green, stained copper brows. Says, sorry, did you mention the Silver Seekers specifically?
Wait, no, you did know Adrix, didn't you? Because this was in
Yeah, this is in Fimir.
Primary.
Oh, that's true.
That was before you
It was
left.
in the Underdark.
No. This
It
is
was before
the
you.
Silver Seneschal.
The library.
Primary.
So,
Librarian.
Adrix
Well, you
sees
do know.
appear out of nowhere and says,
Is that you, Miss Wiseacre?
For the library card that you gave yourself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Trying to save you. Why'd they arrest you?
he kind of looks downward, then looks back up at you.
Well, they arrested me on charges of leaking information to the Iron Republic.
It sounds serious. But we gotta
Yes,
go.
grave indeed.
We gotta go. I have a key to get you out.
Adrix kind of like looks down the cell block and sees the guards kind of starting to like whip up into a chaotic frenzy.
It says, how are we supposed to get past all of these guards and the dragon?
Okay, I have a key to get you out, but once we're out of the cell, I'll turn you invisible. And you can just follow me, okay?
He looks afraid. Like you can see like worry in his eyes, and he kind of shakes his head and says,
You know this prison is nearly impenetrable, right? The odds of us escaping are so slim.
Do you know my friends? We've got a plan. Trust us.
roll a persuasion check.
Okay, we
Any
want to
window.
mess.
No wall.
More windows.
Or you can sneak to the elevator and get down to the...
Persuasion. Oh, I got a +5, so that's a 12.
12. Yeah, he looks at you and he looks at you hard, like holds your eyes for a moment, and then
I look very earnest, like we don't have time to chat.
yeah, he kind of shakes his head, and his indecision, unfortunately, and like the time that he spends kind of shaking his head, you hear a sound from behind you. A guard says, "Hey! Hey! Who's this short person in the cell with you?"
Flit around the back.
You've been spotted, and we are going to end tonight's episode as all of you hear a loud, repeating horn sound start to blare. Wah, wah,
Oh, I've heard that sound.
wah. And let me see what all happens when the prison goes into high alert.
Oh boy.
You can see all of the off-duty guards begin to like rush to their posts, and like the ones that didn't have their armor on are like rushing to put on armor. And arcane sigils along the floor of the interior of the prison all flare to life. All of you see this. What they do, you're not necessarily sure.
On the floor,
Pretty much like all throughout the prison.
even down where we are. Okay, cool.
And that is where we will end today's episode.
Bye.
Things escalated.
Quickly.
Actually, wait, there's one more thing I want to do. Hold on. Where is it? Temperature and weather. Here we go. Subject to the effect of extreme cold, what happens?
Oh, the captain.
She manages to survive without getting any exhaustion levels.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, that's where we will end today's episode. Thank you to all of you for playing. Thanks to those of you who tuned in to watch. We will be back with more of this chaos Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you then.
Gotta move fast.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, man.